Hey y'all, today we are making loaded cowboy cookies. You ready? Let's go. Okay, so if you are new, hello, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, you know that I made some bourbon chocolate chip cookies and I did a similar process. What I'm about to do is fat wash my butter, basically infuse the butter that I'm going to use in bourbon. The only difference this time is I'm going to actually, after I infuse it, I'm going to make brown butter for the chocolate chip cookies. So here I'm grating the butter so that I can put it into a mason jar, and then I am going to pour the bourbon over it along with a couple of teaspoons of liquid smoke to add that smoky flavor to it. You can refrigerate this overnight. I froze it for about 3 hours. As you know, alcohol doesn't freeze, so I just put it in the freezer for a couple of hours. And here is the bourbon that I used last time. I just kept it in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna put this in the mason jar, pour the bourbon over it, a little bit of liquid smoke, and then I'll just freeze this. All right, so I told you these cookies were loaded, not just because of the bourbon, but because we got a little bit of everything in these cookies. We've got chocolate and we have bacon, one of my favorites. So I'm gonna fry up a few pieces of bacon, fried up about 4 pieces of bacon. If you want to add more, you definitely can. And make sure that you fry it where it's a little more crisp. So just gonna fry this up and then we'll go to the next step. All right, so once the bacon is cooled down, I'm just gonna give it a coarse, rough chop and then set this to the side, and then we'll start to make our brown butter. All right, so here I am going to pour the bourbon off of the butter. Try to get as much as you can, but it will cook off, so no worries. All right, so to a pot on medium-high heat, I am going to add in the butter. This took me about maybe 7 minutes, 6 or 7 minutes to make from beginning to end. You just want to stay close to it and stir it occasionally, or actually just stir it like every couple of minutes. You'll get some little brown bits and it'll get darker, like a light peanut butter color. That's when you know that it's done. So just going through the process here. All right, so here is our brown butter all done. I am going to take it off the heat and let it cool for about 5 minutes. Next, I am going to chop up some dark chocolate. I am going to chop this up and then set it to the side. All right, so to a big bowl, my butter is warm, but it's not hot. I'm gonna add it in, and then I will add in my brown sugar, my white sugar, vanilla, and then I'll mix those together along with an egg. So next we're going to work on our dry ingredients. I will have the measurements for everything in the description box. So flour, baking soda, salt, and instant coffee is what I'm using for my dry ingredients. Going to mix everything together, and then I'm going to add them to my wet ingredients. I'll add half of the dry, mix that in, and then add the other half. All right, so once we have our dough mixed, I am going to add in my dark chocolate. I'm going to fold that in. Then I am going to add in some semi-sweet chocolate chips. And I do have my oven preheated to 350. All right, so I'm using about a tablespoon for each cookie. I'm going to scoop those and then roll them into my hand and then put them on a lined cookie sheet. I did put them in the freezer for about 10 minutes. And then after I took them out of the freezer, I added some more bits of the Ghirardelli dark chocolate and some bacon. I put them in the oven and baked them for about 10 minutes on 350. Hey, you guys, if you're enjoying this video and my content, I'd really appreciate if you interact with the video. It helps my channel. You can comment, like, share with your friends. If you're new, please make sure you subscribe. This is the cookies going into the oven for 10 minutes, 350. And then they came out so flavorful. You could taste the bourbon, the chocolate, the bacon. I sprinkled them with a little sea salt after I took them out. And oh my gosh, if you guys try this, let me know how you like it. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you. Bye.